up below zero. Thank you so much for coming out to Radio 8 2015. Tell me who here is excited about having a local radio station right here in Sun Prairie. I'm excited too. By the way, my name is Deana Wright. You may know me from my former job as a co-anchor on News 3 This Morning, or you may have listened to me on the radio a couple of years ago on WISC TV, where I did midday news. Now, if you're really old, like me, you may even remember as far back as the 1990s when I started my radio career right here in Madison, which is my hometown, at Z104. I worked in radio for about 2 decades. From here, I made the leap into major markets, so I worked in Detroit, I worked in Philadelphia, a couple of stints in Philadelphia. I worked in New York City at the #1 station in the country, which is WBLS, where I had 3 million people listening, which is always better to be in a radio studio where no one can see you because there's so many folks listening. And I also worked in Los Angeles. It was a local radio station actually in Los Angeles, a pretty big station, but it was just a sole owner, and his name was Stevie Wonder. So it was pretty exciting to work for Stevie, such a great guy, certainly a humanitarian, and pretty funny. I did afternoon drive from 3 until 7, and he very often called into the studio and kind of make these different voices, and so you never knew if it was really a listener calling or if it was Stevie Wonder trying to make a joke. But I had a great time doing radio. I was really excited to be asked by the Sun Prairie Media Center to host today because I am very concerned about the state of local radio in the country. As you know, when you turn on your radio, you hear folks doing radio here in Madison who may not be in Madison. They could be in Los Angeles or Lincoln, Nebraska or Chicago. There's so much syndication, and there's also what we call voice tracking, where you go into the studio, you record your voice, and then they put it over the airways in another city. So I'm really excited that here in Sun Prairie, there's going to be a local radio station, 103.5 The Sun. So you know, it's created by and programmed for folks who live right here and work right here in Sun Prairie. And check this out. If you can't get to your radio, let's say you're working, it's going to be available online, which is pretty cool. The Sun is also going to be, they have a program called Kids for Kids, really creative kids. Kids that are doing all kinds of things, and they're hoping to also incorporate that into the local programming. So there's going to be some news, some talk, and also some music. And today we have one of those kids. He is pretty incredible. I don't know if you were in here hearing him practice. He's an 8th grader. Please put your hands together for Michael Wu.